Hey everyone, welcome back to CK Cycles. Well, we have a new bike in the shop today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what it needs. This is a 1986 Honda VF700C, also known as the Magna. I picked this bike up for a couple of reasons. Number one, I'm still working on the Honda 125, and I have my Yamaha DT250 over here that I'm still collecting parts on. And I wanted kind of just another bike to get going, another project in the shop. On top of that, I really don't have any cruise bikes or tour bike or anything in the shop right now, and it'd be nice to have a cruise bike. The reason why I was interested in this one is that it is in very good condition for being in 1986. I didn't want a bike that I needed to do a deep, heavy dive on and do a full restoration on. I wanted something that I could, clean up a little bit, maybe tune it up a little bit, and get it running. And this bike fit the bill. On top of that, the price was right for this bike for me to be able to purchase it. So we're going to take a little bit of a walk around this bike. I'm going to show you some of the things that it's going to need, and I'll probably do kind of a short series on the bike just to kind of show what I end up doing with it. So let's take a look. So the bike has been stored inside a nice clean barn for the past several years. And so really cosmetically, it is in pretty good condition. I mean, really great condition. And I think it will clean up nicely. We do have a little bit of a dent on the tank, and some of the clear coat is coming off due to probably fuel. Seat is in really good condition. Little hanger rash here. I'll need to replace a couple of turn signals or the turn signal stay shafts here. Rear tire, lots of dry rot, lots of cracking. It's going to need new tires. But overall, it is in great condition. A little bit of the black engine paint here is worn off. I think probably due to maybe some fuel seepage and sitting there for quite some time. Radiator is in great condition, and the front tire is going to need to be replaced. The valve stem is bad. Oh, there you go. And so the tire went flat, and the bike sat on a flat tire for quite some time. So it was a little bit of a tricky deal to get this thing up into the trailer. But overall, I'm really excited about the condition of this bike and that it currently runs. The inside of the fuel tank is just starting to rust. It's not real bad, it's not pitted or anything, but there is surface rust, and the fuel that is in this tank is several years old. But even with that, this bike started right up. It really doesn't run very well off idle, and if you try to give it any throttle at all, the engine immediately dies. So we have some carburation issues to deal with. So that's the bike. So the bike does have about 29,000 miles on it, and that seems like a pretty significant amount of mileage to me for generally what I see when it comes to older motorcycles. But it is a Honda, and it is running well right now, so I'm not expecting any major issues with this bike. It's going to take a little while until I'm really ready to take it out for a test ride and find out if my purchase was a good idea, or if there's something significantly wrong with the engine or the clutch or the transmission or something like that. I'm really hoping not to. So my checklist on this bike is, number one, I need to get new tires on the bike. I can't even attempt to ride it with the tires that are on. It'd be far too dangerous. Number two, remove and clean the fuel tank out completely, including the petcock. After that, I am going to probably remove the carburetors. I'm not thinking I'm going to have to do a full rebuild on the carburetors. I may just have to take the bowls off, clean everything out, get any bad fuel that is in the carburetors out, and just really kind of clean everything up and then reinstall them back onto the bike. I'm hoping I'm not going to have to do much, if any, carburetor adjustments or anything like that. It's just going to be a quick takeoff, open up, clean, and put back on. Beyond that, like I said, repair the turn signals on the bike, change the oil, probably check, the lubricating fluid in the rear end. This is a shaft-driven bike, and just kind of do a general tune-up and general maintenance on it, and then get it out there and take it for a test ride. So, first thing I'm going to do is to drain the oil and get the fuel tank off. Bike has a nice spin-on oil filter here. Oil doesn't look too bad. It smells old, but doesn't look too bad. We're just gonna let that drain and drain and drain. Alrighty, so I was able to successfully get the carburetors off of the bike, which was no easy feat, I must say. I apologize I did not get that on camera. This is the first V4 engine motorcycle I've ever owned or worked on, so I'm learning as I go, and I probably should have tried to capture that on film. So I have quite a few parts ordered for this bike, including new tires, some parts to complete the oil change, carburetor kits, and turn signals. And once those get in, I'll be excited to get this bike completed, back together, and running. So stay tuned, and we'll see how this one turns out.